The jury had barely taken their seats when Judge Evelyn Carter made up her mind. She glanced at the black defendant standing alone at the defense table and quietly whispered something to the bailiff. Minutes later, the jurors were escorted into a private room. When they returned, several looked uneasy. Marcus Bennett noticed. So did his attorney. "Your Honor," the attorney said, "I'd like the record to reflect that the jury was removed without notifying counsel." Judge Carter smiled coldly. "The court doesn't answer to you." Marcus remained calm. "I just want a fair trial." The judge laughed. "Fairness isn't something you demand. It's something you earn." Several jurors exchanged uncomfortable looks. The prosecutor smirked. "This case is already over." Marcus quietly folded his hands. "I wouldn't be so sure." Judge Carter leaned forward. "You should worry about yourself." Marcus looked directly at her. "I am." She slammed her gavel. "And after today, you'll be worrying from a prison cell." The courtroom fell silent. Marcus didn't react. Instead, he checked his watch. The judge noticed. "Expecting someone?" Marcus smiled slightly. "Actually, yes." Before anyone could speak again, the courtroom doors opened. 3 men and a woman in dark suits entered. Bright yellow letters on their jackets read, "FBI." The room became completely silent. The lead agent walked directly toward Marcus. "Sorry we're late." Marcus nodded. "Perfect timing." Judge Carter stood. "This hearing is closed to outside interference." The lead agent calmly replied, "Not anymore." Marcus reached inside his briefcase. Instead of legal documents, he removed a black leather credential wallet. He opened it. A gold federal badge flashed beneath the courtroom lights. Gasps echoed across the room. The prosecutor froze. Several jurors stared in disbelief. Marcus spoke calmly. "My name is Marcus Bennett." He paused. "Senior federal investigator assigned to the Public Integrity Task Force." The judge's expression changed instantly. Marcus placed a thick investigation file on the defense table. Across the cover were bold black letters. "Judicial Corruption Investigation." The courtroom was silent. Marcus opened the file. Inside were witness statements, security footage, financial records, court transcripts, secret recordings. Every section pointed toward Judge Carter. "For the past year," Marcus said, "our task force has investigated allegations of jury manipulation, judicial misconduct, and abuse of office." The judge tried to interrupt. "You have no authority." Marcus calmly raised another document. "A federal warrant says otherwise." The lead FBI agent stepped beside the bench. "Today's hearing was monitored under federal authorization." Marcus continued. "We also obtained surveillance showing unauthorized meetings between court personnel and members of multiple juries." Several jurors looked at one another. One woman slowly raised her hand. "Your Honor." She hesitated. "The bailiff told us before trial that the judge believed the defendant was dangerous." The courtroom erupted in whispers. Marcus nodded. "Exactly what we expected." Judge Carter's face turned pale. The lead FBI agent addressed her directly. "Judge Evelyn Carter, you are now the subject of a federal investigation for obstruction of justice, jury tampering, and abuse of judicial authority." The room fell completely silent. Only minutes earlier, she believed she controlled everyone in the courtroom. Now she was the one being investigated. Marcus closed the evidence file and picked up his briefcase. As he walked toward the exit, he stopped beside the bench. "You tried to influence the jury before they heard the facts." He looked directly at the judge. "But the truth doesn't need persuasion." Without another word, Marcus walked out as FBI agents surrounded the bench, leaving the courtroom in stunned silence.